Welcome back. Last time, you designed/review in plan mode, nothing changed. Today, you make it real. By the end of this lesson, /review will exist as a real file on your computer. You will switch to build mode, read exactly what OpenCode plans to change, accept it, and then confirm the file is there. Your design from last time is about to become something you can actually use. Build mode is the second way OpenCode works, and it is the one where things become real. In build mode, OpenCode does not just think and propose. It actually makes changes to your files. A new file might appear on your disk. An existing file might gain a new line. Whatever OpenCode described in its plan, it now does for real, and saves it. Here is the cleanest way to hold the difference in your mind. Plan mode proposes, OpenCode writes out what it would do, and nothing on your computer changes. Build mode acts, OpenCode does the thing for real, and saves the result to your disk. They are two halves of the same habit. You always plan first, so that when you build, there are no surprises. Switching to build is the same gesture you already know. Press the Tab key once more. Watch the small mode indicator at the top change from plan to build. It is the very same key, Tab simply cycles between the two modes. Last time you pressed it to reach plan. This time, one more press takes you to build. So what actually changes when you accept in build mode? For your /review command, a brand new file appears inside your project. That file holds the prompt you carefully designed in plan mode, the role of a careful reviewer, that checks for bugs, clarity, and gaps. From this moment on, you can run it any time by typing /review. It is yours. Before OpenCode writes anything, it shows you a diff. A diff is simply a clear, line-by-line view of what is about to change. Green lines with a plus sign are what will be added. In your case, you will see the new /review file and the prompt inside it. Nothing is hidden. You see the whole change laid out in front of you, in plain text. Reading the diff is the calm habit that protects you every single time. Take a moment with it. Green lines are what OpenCode is adding. Read each one. Does the prompt say what you wanted? Is the role right? Are the three checks there, bugs, clarity, and gaps? If anything looks wrong, you simply say so, and OpenCode adjusts before anything is written. When the diff looks right, you accept. That is the moment everything becomes real. You say yes, and OpenCode writes the file to your disk, right then and there. It is not a proposal anymore. The /review command now exists as an actual file on your computer. You decided, OpenCode acted, and the change is saved. That is build mode, and there it is. The /review command is no longer just an idea you talk through. It is a real file, sitting in your project folder, saved on your disk. You can open it, read it, edit it by hand if you ever want to. It belongs to you now. Every time you type /review, OpenCode reads this file and follows the prompt inside it. Here is a small step that builds real confidence. After you accept, take a moment to verify the file is actually there. List the files in your project folder and look for it. Open it up and read the prompt inside. Seeing your own command sitting there on your disk, that is the moment it stops feeling like magic and starts feeling like something you made. Build mode carries a weight that plan mode does not. When you accept in build mode, real things change on your computer. Files are created, lines are added, things are saved. That is real power, the power to create and to change. And power like that deserves respect. That is exactly why you read first and accept second, every single time. If build mode feels a little intimidating right now, that is completely normal. But remember what just happened. You read the diff, every single line, before you accept it. Nothing was written without your explicit yes. Build mode is not a leap of faith. It is a deliberate, informed choice. You saw exactly what would change, and you agreed to it. That makes it safe, not scary. So when do you use each one? Think of it as a simple decision you make before every request. If you want OpenCode to think and propose before anything changes, you stay in plan. If you have read the proposal and you are ready for OpenCode to act, you switch to build. You make that choice consciously, every single time. Nothing happens without your say-so. Pause for a moment, because this is a milestone worth noticing. You just designed a command in plan mode, and then you made it real in build mode. /review is now yours, reusable, dependable, ready whenever you need it. And this same two-step rhythm is how every command you ever create will come to life. Plan, then build. Design, then make it real. If you open the /review file and look inside, you will find the prompt you designed, saved exactly as you described it. A clear role for OpenCode to play, a careful code reviewer. 3 specific things to check: bugs, clarity, and gaps. All written in plain, everyday words. That is all a / command is, a saved prompt, sitting quietly until you call it by name. Notice the feeling you have right now, Because it is important. You design the prompt. You read the diff, line by line. You accepted when it felt right. Nothing was a surprise, every step was a decision you made on purpose. That feeling of calm control is what plan and build give you together. You are not at the mercy of a machine. You are driving, and here is something comforting to hold on to. If you ever accept a change in build mode and immediately regret it, you are not trapped. Undo exists. You can walk a change back. It is not the end of the world, and it is certainly not the end of your project. In the very next lesson, you will learn exactly how undo works, so you always have a safety net. Let me recap the whole lesson in 3 lines. Build mode means OpenCode makes real changes to your files and saves them. You read the diff, every line, every addition, before you accept anything. And when it feels right, you accept, and the change is written to your disk for real. Plan first, build second. Read first, accept second. That is the whole habit. Now it is your turn. If you designed/review in plan mode last time, open that same project. Press Tab to switch to build mode. Ask OpenCode to create the command again, and this time, read the diff carefully, line by line. When it looks right, accept it. Then list your files and confirm the command is really there, saved on your disk. Here are a few words worth holding on to. Build mode, OpenCode makes the change for real and saves it to your disk. Diff, a clear, line-by-line view of what is about to change, shown before you accept. Accept, your yes, the moment OpenCode acts. And the command file, your saved prompt, sitting in your project folder, ready to run by name. This 2-step rhythm, plan, then build, is, in my view, the single most valuable habit in all of OpenCode. It keeps every change deliberate instead of accidental. It keeps you calm, even when you are doing something new. And it turns what could be a frightening surprise into a quiet decision you made on purpose. Trust the 2-step, and it will carry you far. Something that was only an idea a moment ago is about to become real. Light gathers, takes shape, and settles into form. That is what build mode does, it turns thinking into something you can touch. A single switch, and everything changes. One small flip, and the quiet proposal becomes a living thing on your disk. That is the power of build mode, and it is always in your hand. Think of build mode as a forge. The plan goes in as an idea, and comes out as something solid and real. The work is what OpenCode does for you, quickly, cleanly, exactly as designed. A file appears where there was nothing before. Quiet, certain, saved. Your /review command now lives on your disk, ready to answer whenever you call its name. You did this. You designed it, you read the change, you said yes. A milestone deserves a moment of quiet pride. You created something real and reusable today. Thanks for spending this time with me. Next, what happens when something goes wrong, and how to undo it? That is a wrap. If you enjoyed it, hit like and subscribe for more.